Hello, listeners. Welcome to today's episode where we dive into the latest earnings updates from Medicure Ltd, a key player in the medical devices sector, especially known for its contributions to renal care, critical care, and interventional cardiology. I'm your host, and today, we'll explore Medicure's financial performance, recent operational developments, and strategic outlook for the coming quarters. This information will help you gain deeper insights into the company's growth trajectory and market position. At proinvestorai, our mission is to empower investors like you with valuable data and insights to make more informed financial decisions. Let's get started with a detailed breakdown of Medicure's Q2FY25 financial performance and forward guidance. Financial highlights. Medicure delivered a solid Q2 performance, recording revenue of 4,200 million rupees, a 24.5% year-over-year growth and a 9.2% quarter-over-quarter increase. EBITDA rose to 1,153 million rupees, reflecting an impressive 36.9% year-over-year jump. The EBITDA margin also strengthened, reaching 27.5%, an improvement of 249 basis points year-over-year. Net profit, PAT, stood at 874.5 million rupees, up 40.6% year-over-year, bringing PAT margins to a healthy 20.8%. Business segment performance and outlook. Let's discuss the specific performance of the business segments that have been driving Medicure's growth. Domestic market, representing about 30% of total revenue, the domestic business saw a strong rebound, growing at 22% year-over-year. The domestic revenue surge is largely attributed to Medicure's increased focus on high-value segments like critical care, cardiology, and renal care, which have shown robust demand. International market, contributing a significant 70% to total revenue, the international segment grew by 26% year-over-year. Europe was a standout performer with a remarkable 35% year-over-year growth rate, supported by new product launches and client acquisitions across major European markets such as the UK, France, Germany, and the Nordic countries. The US market, newly accessible after FDA approvals, is also showing promise, and the company anticipates full-year revenue of $2 to $3 million from this market. Key segment focus, renal care and cardiology. One of the most promising areas for Medicure has been its renal care segment, which witnessed a remarkable 40 to 45% revenue growth in H1. In FY24, the renal segment is on track to generate between 1,400 to 1,500 million in revenue, driven by an increased adoption of single-use dialyzers over reusable options. The company expects that single-use dialyzer adoption will continue to increase, supporting further growth in this segment. For the next 2 years, Medicure projects the renal segment to maintain a steady 50% growth rate. In cardiology, the company plans to expand its limited product catalog, aiming to achieve revenue between 3,000 to 4,000 million from this vertical by FY30. The cardiac and renal segments are expected to contribute around 10 to 15% and 5 to 7%, respectively, to total sales over the next 5 years. Operational developments and capacity expansion. Medicure has been actively expanding its operational capabilities. Over the past 18 months, it has commissioned 4 new manufacturing plants, increasing its production capacity by 50%, bringing it up to an impressive 1.8 billion units per annum. This expanded capacity not only supports current demand but also positions the company for future growth in both domestic and international markets. The current blended capacity utilization across all facilities stands at approximately 60-65%. In addition, the company raised 10,000 million rupees through a QIP, qualified institutional placement, to fund new facilities in Haryana, Rajasthan, and Uttarakhand, with operations expected to begin by mid-FY26. This capital will also support general corporate purposes, including working capital and potential acquisitions. Future outlook and guidance. Looking ahead, Medicure has set a revenue growth target of 20 to 24% for FY25, supported by projected year-over-year growth rates of 20% in the domestic market and 26% in exports. The Europe and US markets are expected to drive export growth, with Europe projected to grow at a steady 30-35% over the next 2 years. For the US, Medicure anticipates expanding its product portfolio over the coming years, which could potentially contribute $15-20 million in revenue within 3 to 4 years. That's a wrap on our analysis of Medicure's Q2 performance and future outlook. It's clear that with strong momentum in the renal and cardiac segments, along with significant expansion in both domestic and international markets, Medicure is well positioned to continue its growth trajectory in the medical devices sector. At proinvestorai, we strive to simplify investing with comprehensive insights and analytics. Be sure to check out our platform for the latest updates and personalized investment support to make your financial journey more rewarding. And, if you are interested in the full earnings call transcript, it's available on proinvestorai.ai's YouTube channel for an in-depth listen. Thank you for tuning in. Stay informed, invest wisely, and we'll catch you in the next episode.